What's up, everybody? Hope all is well. Hope you've been having a great day. But today I want to be talking about, just creating your own opportunity, creating your own path, creating your own lane. And this is your story, so you're able to write it, right? Although we're getting led by the Almighty God, right? We are getting led by His Spirit. He is leading us into these paths, right? Even if they're paths of undesirable circumstances, or paths that you know are looking good in this season, right? We all go through different seasons, but in the same time, we're creating our own lane. Whatever it is that you're going through right now, it is something off of what you created in the past, right? Or sometimes there's things that are unfair. That is correct, right? But at the same time, we dig ourselves out of these things, right? And we are conquerors. You are more than a conqueror. Understand that. And you have to be the one to get yourself out of these ruts. You have to be the one to create your own lane. Opportunities aren't going to come knocking down on your door. You got to go kick the door down, and you got to get it done. And understand that this is your story. It goes how you want it to go, right? It's not how what you see online. It's not what you see on social media. It's not, we get distracted on a lot of these things. Me myself, I've done in the past where you just get done doom scrolling and all that good stuff. But look, put it down. Focus on the real, like the physical world, on what's going on in front of you in your narrative, and make sure that you're doing what you got to do. Every day is not going to be perfect. Every day is not going to be sunshines, but even those days that you still do something, right? Whether you're working your 9 to 5, and then on your 5 to 9 you're working on something, right? Or just your creative process, something, just 1%. Like, what are you working towards? Create your own opportunity. Don't just sit around and getting all complaining about, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that, or it doesn't happen for people like me, or I went through this, or none of that stuff. Like, you know let's get rid of that. It takes that mental toughness to get to that point, or having those own conversations with your own self. Like, and at the same time, people aren't going to understand you, and they don't have to. It's not their story to understand. They're either going to be rocking with you or they're not. And you got to understand that this is your lane. So you create it, right? Whatever it is you want to do, you could do it. Like, just go ahead, try it. Try and fail. You never know. And if you don't try, then you're just going to be those what ifs. What if I ever did it? What if I never tried it? Like, man, I'm speaking to myself because I'm getting myself out of what I was, just down in the rut. Like, man, I already came this far, man. There's nothing that I can't accomplish, right? Without, I could do everything through Christ that strengthens me, right? So, have faith. Walk by faith. Understand that you got to trust God, and whatever it is that you're going through, even if it's dark right now, if it's, something you really don't want to be in an undesirable place right now. Just understand that, man, is gonna come to pass, and He's gonna restore you 100-fold. Like, He's gonna bless you 100-fold. But you gotta understand, you are the chosen one. You are chosen, right? It didn't happen by accident, right? You are meant to go through these things, and God said, you are going to experience difficulties in this life, but don't trip, because I already conquered the world. He already conquered this already. He already went through everything, right? So keep that in mind. Keep rocking and rolling, and understand that we got to keep it pushing. We can't get stuck on our past wins, our past loss. Like, celebrate them. Celebrate your small wins. Those are going to keep you having those momentums. But when you stick yourself on those timelines or these big accomplishments, man, just keep it rolling, man. Just keep adding on to it, because like myself, like, for instance, like on this real estate stuff, I'll get happy on the deal, but man, my buddy was like, bro, you ain't really doing nothing. What, you made some money, or what? It only looks good to the people that you may be hanging around right now, right? But it doesn't. There's other people doing things at a higher level. Yeah, okay, what's going on? What are you going to do to keep it going? Like, because I was telling him, like, man, I'm right here, but I'm trying to get right there. He's like, all right, well, what you doing? Like, come on, you know what to do. So it just made me like, man, exactly, this is my lane. Like, it's not his lane. He's telling me from experience. He's not talking down on me or anything like that, but he's just like, man, come on, let's go. You want to get to the next level, you know exactly what to do. So all that other stuff, you don't need to clap sometimes. You don't need all the extra stuff. So understand that, you're your own clap. You're your own clock, and you got to keep it rolling. You don't need approval. You don't need nothing from nobody else. As long as it aligns with God's will, it's gonna happen, right? And even if you're like you stuck like Chuck right now, and you don't even know how you're gonna, God sees everything. God sees everything you're going through. It's tough times, man. We all go through them. We're all gonna continue to go through them. But He sees you. He sees exactly where you're at right now, and He knows exactly what you need, and He's gonna provide. He's our provider. So please have faith, have trust, and man, I love y'all. Peace.